you today at the SoCal Sports Complex as Crew SC comes in 1-1 in Group F, and they need all 3 points today if they are going to advance. Started off with a 1-1 draw against Sporting Kansas City before powering past Kendall SC 6-2, and all 3 points today would put them at the top of Group F when all is said and done. Abubakar Keita was playing high school 2 years ago. Since coming into the Crew SC Academy, he has made his way onto the U-19 national team and will play at UVA. For the New York Red Bulls, 2-0 in the group so far, a 1-0 win over Kendall SC, and a 2-1 victory over Sporting KC. They need just a draw today to top Group F and move on to Monday's quarterfinal. And if they're going to do that, Skylar Conway will be a great option off the bench for them this afternoon. Had the game-winning goal on match day 1 against Kendall SC. Is so smooth, calm, and composed on the ball. Such a fun player to watch. Such an option to have off the bench. As we are all set for the final match day in Group F, it's Crew SC versus Red Bulls. It's coming up next on USSoccerDA.com. this afternoon's feature match between Crew SC Academy and the New York Red Bulls. At this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Here we go. 90 minutes separates either Crew SC Academy or the New York Red Bulls from the quarterfinals of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championships. A good look at your refereeing crew for this afternoon. Anthony Almeida is the man in the middle out of Cal South. He'll be flanked by Ken Mizuno, the AR1 on the near side. The AR2 on the far will be Jeremy Shear out of Connecticut, and the man in between the benches is Michael Zapata out of Cal North. New York Red Bulls were the Atlantic Division and regular season champions with a record of 23-2-1 to earn the #1 seed coming into the tournament. They're on a 5-game winning streak, have to go back to May 20th for their last loss, which was #1 seed coming into the tournament. They're on a 5-game winning streak, have to go back to May 20th for their last loss, which was against the Montreal Impact. 2-0 so far here in these playoffs, a 1-0 win on match day 1 against Kendall SC, and then a 2-1 win 2 days ago against Sporting KC. They need just a draw today to go through. For the Crew, 1-1 in these playoffs. They need all 3 points this afternoon in order to go through. They finished in the Mid-America Division with a record of 13-3-7, 48 goals for, 21 goals against. They have not lost since December, 7-0-5 in the spring. Their last loss coming on December 3rd in the final game of the Winter Showcase, 2-1 to Strikers FC. So two teams coming in this game in blistering form. The New York Red Bulls tied for the 9th best offense in the Development Academy during the regular season with 84 goals in 28 games, and they have been held scoreless just twice. And facing off against a very staunch Crew SC Academy defense, who were the 4th best defense in the Development Academy with just 21 goals given up in 23 regular season games played. as we are all set for kickoff. It'll be the Red Bulls in their all red kits who will have the opening kick attacking to your left, while Crew SC in their black jerseys, yellow shorts, and black socks will be attacking to your right as we are underway from Oceanside, and it's Boubacar Keita with the header away. Cleared forward, looking for the run of Gumbaya, and one back by Knapp. Tries to spray it to the far side, but that one goes out of bounds before Crawford can reach it, and it will be a throw-in for the Crew on the far side. Billion will let it roll out for a throw-in. Sun shining down on the stadium field here at the SoCal Sports Complex. This one of over 70 games being played today in the U-18-19 playoffs and the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Showcase. And one of 625 games over the 2 weeks that the U.S. Soccer Development Academy is here at the SoCal Sports Complex in Oceanside. Over 6,900 players have descended here on Oceanside from 410 U.S. Soccer Development Academy teams for these playoffs and showcases. These two teams fighting to extend their stay here in Oceanside. The quarterfinals on Monday. Columbus needs all 3 points. New York needs just a draw. Both of these academies fully funded, which means the players incur no cost. New York Red Bulls were the first fully funded MLS academy as they made that switch in 2008. As that will be a free kick. Aiden Morris, who's up from the 17s, called for that foul. Morris, a U-17 youth national team player. One of 12 players on this match day 18 who have trained with the Crew first team. This one cleared away by Zadowski at the top of the box. Billion getting forward. And it's off of him last from Rivas, so the throw will be the way of the Columbus Crew. So waiting for another ball to come in, as that ball left the confines of the stadium. And somebody was nice enough to throw it back over the fence. Good look at the younger Crew Academy players who've been very vociferous since warm-ups. At one point, we're doing their own starting lineup introductions for these players. At another point, we're chanting the technical director's name, Dennis Sanchez. They certainly know who to endear themselves to. So it's the Red Bulls free kick. This one pumped into the box, and coming off his line to take is Kowalczyk. Joined from Crew Wolves. Kowalczyk, just 17 years old, is featured for the U.S. men's national team. And getting forward is Bolger. Over the top, looking for the run of Gumbaye. This is Morris. Over the top once again, looking for Gumbaye to make the run through the back line. Was too far beyond him. And coming out of his goal to take is Matt Frank. 18-year-old has had numerous training sessions with New York's first team. Zadowski wins it. Juliu coming over to police him, but Zadowski able to get it over. This is Colin Biros. Plays it back for Boubacar Keita. U-19 International gets it out wide. And it's back to Keita. Did a good job to create that angle and support. And Crew SC will look to build out of the back. Hughes gets it back to his keeper. The long searching ball for Rona to chase. Rona in a battle with Philbin. And it's off of Philbin last. It'll be Crew's throw-in. Red Bulls won the Development Academy in 2012. Were beaten finalists in 2015. Both of those at what was then the U15-16 level. Of course, this year has transitioned to the 16-17 level, and this is the 18-19 level. Smacked clear by Billion on the far side. And this will be a free kick for the Crew. Referee Anthony Almeida from right here in Southern California. Aiden Morris out of New Albany, Ohio. Leaves it back for Sadowski, and he'll get it back to Hughes. Hughes is committed to play his college ball at Butler. Gets it across to Keita. That's a good tackle from Hughes, but it will be the Red Bulls' ball. It will be a thrown for Juliu, quickly taken. Headed away by Hughes. And after a bit of head tennis, it's brought down by Morris. Only as far as Bograd. The captain gets it out wide to Crawford. Brought down by Bograd. Shakes off the challenge from Rivas. Rivas, one of 3 players who travels every day from Cleveland to Columbus for training at the EAS Training Center. Lovely move to open up the space on the far side. This is Gumbale looking to run. Has Rivas on the inside. Gumbale weaving his way through midfield, leaves it off. Morris. Zadowski trying to track it down. Good work by Morris. Back to Zadowski. And Hughes will get it over to Keita on the far side. Tried to slip it into the pocket, but it's won back by the Red Bulls. Played into the run of Murphy. Able to keep it in. Squares up to Hughes. And that pass, able to find its target. The Crew do well to quickly close the space down. Well, and that's a heavy challenge. It'll be just a free kick called on Morris as he swept through the legs of Juliu. Well, now the referee coming over and giving a card to Morris. So it's an early yellow card for Aiden Morris, who will have to be careful for the final 82 minutes of this game. The referee put his arms in the air like, I'm sorry, I don't have a choice. So Morris, the first player to go into referee Anthony Almeida's book. And the good news is that Juliu looks to be okay. Well, it is appropriate. Iceland did play this morning. It's the header over the crossbar, and it will be a goal kick for Crew SC, an academy which has signed 11 homegrown players to the MLS side. And in fact, after the 2017 season, a homegrown player had appeared in every game day roster for the Crew in every game except one for the 2015, 2016, and 2017 seasons. Will Trapp, the first ever homegrown player to be selected captain of his respective MLS side. Will Trapp still comes and watches the academy train and goes to their games as well. Something we saw with our own eyes when we opened the U-18-19 season in Columbus in their match against Crew Wolves back in September. Will Trapp not only came out to the game, but jumped in the huddle with these players before they took the field. There were other first-teamers there as well. It's a good cross, And Conway's header is tipped over. Well, looked like the keeper got a touch, but instead it went over, so it's just a goal kick for the Crew. The referee saying that when the keeper made the save, the ball had already gone over the crossbar. As Morris will get it back to Kowalczyk. And our apologies. Conway is in from the start. The official lineup we were handed before the game did not have him in the starting 11. But there he was, almost scoring for the New York Red Bulls. Felipe looking to run. Has two players ahead of him. Slides it in for Crawford, but Kowalczyk quickly off his line to quell the danger. This is Bolger, one of 4 Crew SC Academy players who were invited to the preseason with the MLS side. Bolger actually got into a preseason game with the Columbus Crew first team. Play his college ball at Butler, and here he is looking to set the table. It's quickly closed down. That was a heavy challenge coming in from Knapp. Play on, says the referee. Challenges flying in all over the place. And this time it is a free kick, but for the Red Bulls. So it'll be Matt Frank to take this free kick in the 13th minute. Frank known for his ability to organize, but what he's most touted for is his excellent feet. So his ability to play out of the back allows New York the opportunity to break on multiple occasions. It's one back by Gumbuli. This time Bolger will be whistled for the foul. Quickly taken for Conway. Very smooth player, Conway. Inside for Murphy. Knapp tried to slide it up top for Felipe, but instead it's taken away. It's a good job to play out of a tight space by the Crew, and this is Rona to go forward. Into the channel looking for the run of Gumbuli. But he's whistled for a foul. So it'll be a free kick for the Red Bulls in the 14th minute. Frank comes back to get it. So it'll be a free kick for Frank and the Red Bulls in the 14th minute. This one looking for the head of Knapp. Skies to win it, but it will be a Crew throw-in. Throw kick for Bolger. Quickly into Morris. And the Crew will build through their keeper. As Kowalczyk gets it out wide. It's Bolger to bring it forward in the 15th minute. Still 0-0 between the Crew and Red Bulls. It's a score line that, if it holds, would have the Red Bulls going through. be a throw in for Juliu. 17-year-old has a great engine, loves motoring up and down the flank. Get forward at every opportunity. It's Conway who the ball hits off of last. So there'll be another throw in for the Crew. What's been a cagey opening 15 minutes here at the SoCal Sports Complex. Bulgar's throwing. And this is Julio who wins it. Able to get it off with the feet of Gumbaye. Conway inside for Crawford. Crawford helped it back but couldn't get the return ball. And back it goes to Bograd. Captain making his 29th start of the season. This one punched back the other way. And Philbin finds the feet of his keeper. Back to David Philbin. Murphy slipped and went in with a heavy challenge. Rona's down. And it will be a free kick for Crew SC in the 17th minute. And there's the slip and trying to recover and going right through the legs of David Rona was John Murphy. So it'll be a free kick for Aiden Morris. U-17 international. Looks like he's going to play this one to the top of the box. And he's looking to the far side, but it was well read by Matt Frank, and the ball held up in the air for him. It's catching practice in the end. Well, the Crew Academy players are standing at Matt Frank's end, and every time he gets the ball, they start counting, screaming for the 6 seconds, keeping both Frank and the referee honest. So I heard my producer say in my ear, man, that's brutal. But you got to get used to it, especially as you head toward the professional level. Whole Crew Academy out in full force for this one. Their side need all 3 points to advance to the quarterfinals. Knapp skies to win the second header. But he didn't go up legally, says the referee, so it'll be a free kick for Crew SC. Sadowski gets it across for Keita, who will go back to his keeper. Red Bulls forward began to press, and it got the job done as it forced Kowalczyk to slice his clearance out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Red Bulls right in front of their younger academy players. This affair has been very stop and start. A lot of fouls, the ball going out a lot. This game has really yet to find its rhythm. Well, Knapp had some space in front of him, but the whistle had gone. Both of these teams coming into today hot. The Red Bulls on a 5-game winning streak. Well, Crew SC 7-0-5 in their last 12 games. Would have to go back to 2017 to find their last loss. As Knapp gets it out wide for Juliu. It's a good battle with Rona. Juliu wins it as he gets it inside for Skylar Conway. He's dispossessed. And it will be a free kick for the Crew. Well, it's Morris who's struggling. It's on the end of a meaty challenge, but he had a meaty challenge earlier, which got him into the book. Is Bulgar able to keep it in? Nat picks up the pieces. Murphy inside for Conway. That pass picked off in the midfield. And Biros gets it out wide. First time Rivas has really been able to attack. Nice little fleet of foot as he cuts inside, but his pass is cut out by Knapp. Keita steps in. Morris. Back to Hughes. He steps forward. Morris recovered well. Felipe continuing to chase. Nothing to concern Kowalczyk as he gets it out wide. Long searching ball, looking for the run of Gumbuye. This is Rivas. Such a crafty player with the ball at his feet, Rivas. Rivas showed too much of it and then committed the foul. No Morris's referee, Anthony Almeida. As so often you see a player take too heavy of a touch, and it's when they're trying to retrieve that ball that's too far in front of them, as they step forward for it, if the defender beats them to it, they're usually likely to commit that foul. We see that's how so many yellow cards are fashioned at every level of the game. This time Rivas lucky to stay out of Anthony Almeida's book. Julio in a battle with Rona. Rona bodies him off the ball. Morris intervenes. Biros. Out wide for Rivas. Has 3 players ahead of him. Rivas steps in. The shot charged down. Shouts for handball not given. That's a chance to set the table here. Knapp was well stationed and he makes the clearance. Now flying forward is Crawford. Come back with it. This is Hughes. He's looking inside for Rona. In his first year in the academy, David Rona. As Gumbuye had it headed away from him. Somehow it lands at his feet. Good footwork from Gumbuye. Gets it out wide for Bulger. Charging down the right. Cross too close to the keeper. He spilled it and had to land on it at the second time of asking. Frank letting his players get forward. It's a good look at the cross. And Rona was there to pounce. But Frank did well not to give up the second opportunity after spilling it the first time. Gumbuye is in. Bograd getting back. That's great defending from Bograd. That'll be a goal kick. Frank felt that should have been offside. So it'll be a goal kick for Frank. He's not happy with the options he has in front of him. Launches it into the midfield. Back the other way by Bograd. Morris seizes the loose ball in midfield. Morris was bumped, so he gets a free kick. Has Durbin out wide if he wants to use him. Instead, he'll get it back to Keita. Hughes. Kowalczyk. Sadowski. It's being watched by Conway, so he'll get it back to Hughes. Sends it long. Rona in a battle with Philbin. Rona muscles him off the ball It's Rona, puts it back across, and Frank did well. Good quick distribution as he gets it out to Juliu. Into the middle for Conway. Juliu cuts inside. Well shielded off the ball by Zadowski. Poked away from him. Hughes gets it in the middle. One back by Knapp. And now it's Conway to shoot. Kowalczyk got across his line. Just past the midway point in this first half, 0-0 between Crew SC and the New York Red Bulls. So it was good strength shown by Rona, but his cross too close to the keeper. Then at the other end, Conway had a shot. Zadowski getting forward. Goumbaye skips past the challenge of Juliu. Rides another challenge. Trying to thread it through for Zadowski. Zadowski's onside. It's a good ball in, and it's a good header clear. Falls right back to Zadowski. Another clearance, this time made by Juliu, but it's the expense of the first corner kick of the game, and it goes the way of the Ohio side. As Conway was invited to shoot. He struck it well. Good wall check, an easy save for a player of his caliber. Biros and Durbin are over this set piece. Five players crashing to the top of the box. The ball comes in. It gets a flick on at the near post. Still something might be on. The Red Bulls able to scramble it clear. Felipe. And he's bundled over by Durbin, so it'll be a free kick for the Red Bulls in the 27th minute. So it'll be a free kick for Jared Juliu. Knocked down, was looking for Conway. Crew able to get it clear. Header won by Philbin. Bolger shapes out to the near side. Over the top for Rona. And Philbin gets there first to cut him off. Knapp wins the header. Conway. Juliu's forward again here. Was trying to play it to the far side. That pass too easily telegraphed. So it's picked off by the back line. Zadowski able to win the free kick. Really get out of jail free card for him. So it was a heavy touch. And it's Morris who's over it. Louis Bolger. Far side for Durbin to chase. And that's excellent defending. It was Billion who was able to get it clear, but it will be a throw-in for Crew SC. Silky from Rivas, but the cross leaving a little to be desired, so it will be a goal kick for the New York Red Bulls. But a beautiful piece of skill to open up that avenue for the cross. It was a good overlap from Durbin, just unable to put in a quality service in the end. This will be a goal kick for Frank. Red Bulls often use the feet of their goalkeeper to play out of the back. And even though it was a goal kick, you could see he played it short so that it could look to build out of the back, which is their MO. As Knapp sprays it to the near side for Murphy. Well, he was going to lose that ball, but Rona bumped him, so it's going to be a free kick for the Red Bulls. So it'll be a free kick for Juliu. As Felipe, nice skill to cut inside, and Rona barged into him, even though Morris was going to be the first one to get to that next ball. One back by Bograd. Little touch forward for Skylar Conway. And Conway elects to hit the reset button just past the half-hour mark in Oceanside. Now the space is opened up for Murphy. Tried to flick it back, but Durbin was wise to it. With some tasty challenges flying in. Philbin dispossessed. And it's a 3-on-3 going the other way. Rona trying to sprint forward, and a great job by Bograd to plug the gap. One back by Durbin. Out wide for Rivas. Nifty little flick into Biros. But the move peters out. And now it's 3-on-3 for the Red Bulls. And coming to the extreme of his penalty area to take is Kowalczyk. Zadowski to bring it out for the Crew. Perfectly weighted ball for Durbin on the far side. Rivas at walking pace. Morris. Keegan Hughes to bring it forward. Well, the idea was good, but Billion was there. Headed it out of bounds, frustrated that he didn't have anybody to head it to in a red jersey. Had to go with safety first. So it's the Crew to work it around the back. Back to Kowalczyk. Rona can't get around Juliu, but it will be Crew's ball deep in the Red Bulls' end. Bolger. And the defending was done by Juliu once again. Abubakar Keita. Aiden Morris. Morris gets the return ball. Out wide for Bolger. Bolger looking to set the table. It's a good ball in. And still there to be taken. But it's the Red Bulls who come away with it. Intercepted by Zadowski. How about that for a pass from Keita? Instantly killed by Bogart. Skims Juliu. Cuts it back. Rivas with the flick on. And swept clear. Only as far as Hughes. The Crew starting to assert themselves just a bit here. Keita, I think he thought about having a hit. But continuing his run, Keita, and he goes down under a heavy challenge. Frustration for Shinagabu. It was a great run from Keita, and Shigenubu stretching out and catching Keita as he blew past him. Was such a silky run from Abubakar Keita out of his center back position, and see why he's rated so highly. He's already shown great ability today, Keita. Saw that tremendous 50-yard diagonal ball right onto the feet of Louis Bolger earlier, and there you see his dribbling ability to get forward. And he'll stay up for this free kick. It's Durbin and Morris who are over it once again. Four-man wall for the Red Bull. It's up, it's over, but it's out of bounds. It's a good effort from Biros. He's looking for his 14th goal this season. Biros, another of these 12 players on this 18-man game day roster who've trained with the first team. He's also committed to play his college ball at Akron. Philbin. Juliu. This off of Murphy last. So it'll be the Crew's ball as we're inside the final 10 minutes of the first half. And it's Louis Bulger to take the throw-in. Ford Ferrona helps it down the line. Bograd got there before Kumbaye. Murphy gets it inside. One back by the Crew. Morris to the far side for Abubakar Keita. Keita being policed by Conway. Out wide for Rivas. Good defending from Bulger, but it's Knapp who gets on the loose ball, and Keita comes across to make the intervention. Billion goes back with it to Bograd. Captain clips it forward. Keita with a cushion header downward. Space for Rona to turn. As Gumbaye running in front of him. Instead gets it out wide to Bulger, who joins the party. Well, it's a nice step from Crawford. Gets it into the path of Felipe. And coming across to make the challenge was Abubakar Keita. Felipe will leave this off for Juliu. Good challenge from Morris to win the ball back for the Crew there. And this is Zadowski in midfield. Philbin punches it forward for Murphy. Over to Conway. Back to Murphy. Swept off of his foot. And this is Biros to lead the charge for the Crew. Has Gumbaye in front of him and tried to split the center backs, but it was cleared away by Philbin. Oh, good turn on the far side. Murphy has Felipe inside and Crawford at the far post. Murphy goes at it alone, and nothing to concern Kowalczyk in the end. That shot dragged well wide. Well, it's getting a bit tasty out here. Is that ball asking too much of Rona? So it'll be a throw-in for the New York Red Bulls in the 40th minute of play. Side that has scored 84 goals this season has been held to half chances through these first 40 minutes. Conway is looking to slide it through. Crawford was coming inside rather than making the diagonal run in behind. I think he had to, otherwise he would have been offside. Juliu looking for options. So it's headed away by Bulger. So Juliu will have another throw-in. So good at getting up and down the wing, Juliu. Everything required of the modern-day fullback. Snap wins it and ran in to a slew of Columbus Crew players. Crowded him out. Missed touch from Bograd. He made up for it as he wouldn't allow Gumbaye to step across him. Morris felt he was fouled. Referee disagrees, so it'll be a throw-in for the New York Red Bulls. There's Juliu to take it yet again. Stepping in is Bulger. Biros. Durbin looking to get forward. Rivas. New York have done a good job not to allow Rivas to turn around at them, as that is a heavy and late challenge. And it should be a yellow card. As Rivas came flying around after he got spun. The training staff will come out and check on him. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. Snap also looked to have taken a knock. As Rivas upended. Not sure which player it was that came in on him. It was Murphy. So waiting to see if any punishment will be given by the referee. And a yellow card is in fact shown to John Murphy. So Murphy becomes the second player to go into referee Anthony Almeida's book this afternoon. First for the New York Red Bulls. Murphy's already played 2 games for New York's USL side in NYRB2. It's good to see that Rivas is okay. He'll have to go out since the training staff came to check on him. So for the moment, the Crew are down to 10 men. And Rivas is back on. It wasn't a bad ball in, but there are no takers in a black and gold jersey. So Frank will roll it out wide. So we're into the final 2 minutes of the first 45. Plus whatever stoppage time added on by referee Anthony Almeida. John Murphy helps it on. Then it will be a throw-in for the Red Bulls. There are 7 scouts in front of me watching this game. U.S. Soccer Development Academy Showcase and Playoffs at the moment has 27 scouts, all of the Development Academy technical advisors, and every U.S. Youth National Team coach is in Oceanside. The 27 network scouts that are here are a group of 140 that even before this showcase throughout the regular season had scouted approximately 3,000 DA games. They meet every single night to go over what they've seen, to go over the depth charts that they put together. So plenty of chances for these players to be watched, not only by the scouts here for the different Development Academy clubs and by U.S. Soccer, but also by the many college scouts that are in attendance. Fancy footwork from Rona, got it inside for Kumbier. He was dispossessed. Ball flighted into the corner. Felipe able to track it down. Had it stabbed away from him.
Stay focused. Don't get a card. Stay focused.
Look to just caught an arm to the face there. There have been some delicious challenges this afternoon. Well, the opportunity quickly closed down. Knapp trying to get forward. Juliu. There are 2 minutes of stoppage time that were added on at the end of this half. Over 30 seconds have already elapsed. Billion. Rivas did well to recover, and Billion couldn't keep it in. Well, neither side has really been able to fashion anything other than a half chance in this one. There was a slight period where I thought the scales were tipped in the Columbus Crew's favor. But the New York Red Bulls did well to ride that out, and it's really been a 50-50 battle all the way through. The game really being played in between the boxes. Both teams do so well to hunt in packs and swarm around the ball. Neither side has really been able to open the other up in this first half. Murphy. On the clearance, took an awkward bounce, but Keita smashes it away. Shigenubu, forward for Murphy, had his jersey held and was bumped and wins the free kick. This free kick could very well be the last attack of this half for the New York Red Bulls. Can they create something here? Calvary is coming up from the back. Philbin getting forward from his center back position. The ball drilled in but played low. The Crew able to clear it. And a half that's been played mostly in between the boxes. Ends 0-0. There's been a real battle here. Plenty of meaty challenges coming in from both sides. At the moment, though, it is a result that will suit the New York Red Bulls as they need just the draw to go through. Sure, they're looking for that goal, though, as is the Crew. 45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go here on USSoccerDA.com. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll have the second half between Crew FC and the New York Red Bulls. It's coming up after this. Getting set for the final 45 minutes in Oceanside between Crew SC and the New York Red Bulls. 0-0 at halftime, and the Red Bulls have made a double substitution to start the second half. Jack Valderbano and Anthony Rovito coming on to replace Knapp and Crawford. So we'll see how these substitutions affect the match. Anthony Rovito, a very good ball winner. Head coach Sam Castellanos saying that he never takes a day off. Well, Jack Valderbano had the game-winning goal against Sporting KC and is a very dangerous player in one-on-one situations. But it'll be the Crew who get us underway. It's their same starting 11 that's out there to begin this second half. It's a result that at the moment would have the Red Bulls through as winner of Group F. Final 45 minutes, and at the end of it, one team season will move on, and one team season will continue to Monday in the quarterfinals of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy at the U-18-19 level. The Crew need a goal. The Red Bulls would be fine with a 0-0 draw. This ball looking for Rona. Rona missed the first few games of the season through injury, but has since played in 24 matches coming into today. This today, his 19th start of the season. His next goal will put him into double digits for the 2017-2018 year. Durbin has space to run. Slid it inside, but it was well read by Bograd. And this is our first look at Valderbano. Loves running at players, Valderbano. Good recovery speed from Morris to get back. Goes down. Play on, says the referee. That's good defending from Morris, and it will be a throw-in for Valderbano and the Red Bulls. So Valderbano will take the throw-in. He wears number 7. Rovito wearing number 20 are the two new players that entered the fray at the start of this second half. There is Rovito. Brings it down. That's cleared and well out of his box is Frank to take. No foul given. It's a little bump, but Morris was already off balance from tracking back. Durbin pushed in the back. Anthony Almeida's been busy this afternoon. Morris will go back with it. Boubacar Keita. Well, it's a party-like atmosphere in Oceanside. Why not? You're in Southern California, and your team has the result that would put them through. How quickly things can change, though. It's Columbus going forward. Spin back with it. Biros. This is Hughes. Slides it back inside for Biros. Biros running into trouble. And he'll be whistled for the foul. Rovito. Two substitutes combining. Rovito again. Into the space for Valderbano. He puts it across. And a good job by Kowalczyk to keep it in. Looking to spring the counterattack with a quick distribution. That's one way to stop it. It'll be a free kick for the Crew. Well, he wanted to take it quickly, Morris. It's Valderbano putting it into the danger area. And the shot did deflect off of Keita, so Kowalczyk did a good job to keep that from going out for what would have been a corner kick. Rona's offside at the other end. Well, Biros has 3 goals in these playoffs so far, but he's been kept quiet today. Valderbano, well, he's been the most dangerous player in this second half. Wreaking a lot of havoc down this flank for the Red Bulls. Durbin, the guilty party. So a chance for Juliu to hoist this into the mix. Look for him to try and put this right onto the penalty spot. 5 players queuing up across the top of the box. They come in, skips all the way through for Kowalczyk to take off the hop. Kowalczyk was with Crew Wolves in Michigan last year. Invited to play at the GA Cup with Crew SC as part of the affiliation that they have. And then invited to come over and play with Crew SC full time. Durbin gets it back. Abubakar Keita. Season on the line. Keita did a good job to let Felipe poked that out of bounds after he had a long way to go just to get to it. So it's going to be a throw-in for Durbin. Columbus needs all 3 points. A draw will do for the New York Red Bulls. Looking to keep their 5-game winning streak going, New York. Bolger eating up ground down the right-hand side, puts it across. A bit too far ahead of Rivas. Durbin collects. And Durbin turned into Valderbano. His clearance only as far as Biros. Out wide for Rivas. Rivas looking to take on Valderbano. Gets inside of him, puts it into the middle, cleared away only as far as Biros. And Bograd gets it forward for Felipe, running 1-on-3. Has Zadowski draped all over him. And that's a great job by Zadowski to get in front of that ball, shield it, and win the free kick. John Felipe in his 2nd year with the New York Red Bulls, joining from Beachside SC. Had a goal against Sporting Kansas City. Zadowski and company have hardly given him a sniff of a chance this afternoon. Biros. Out wide for Bolger. Zadowski. Keita. U-19 U.S. International will get it back to Zadowski. From one U-19 International to another. And Zadowski will get it out wide to Keegan Hughes. Murphy to run. Valderbano joins him. Valderbano has a crack! That one fizzing past the post. One touch, looked up, And it almost tailed back into the far post. Kowalczyk was beaten, but the far post beaten as well. Look at the way he sets himself up with his first touch. Just one look, put his head down, knew where he was going with it, and nearly picked it out. Best chance of the game for either side. Is that the spark to bring this game to life in the 55th minute? Long ball over the top for Grumbayeta chase. And smacked clear. Rona, he'll spin. Played into the box and cleared away by Bograd. Conway sees the space to his right. Leaves it off for Oviedo. And Keita comes across to cut him off. So to be a throw-in for Billion. Sam Castellanos, New York Red Bulls U-18-19 head coach, looking on. Well, a heavy challenge on Valderbano. It'll be a free kick. Almeida calling for calm. Red Bulls players asking for a stamp. Durbin did come in with the stud showing. Let's see, let's see, just caught him a bit. Another chance for Juliu to tease it into the danger area. Juliu's free kick, headed away. Rivas. Oh, he smacked it right back into the middle, Rivas. And it's Juliu again. Tries to play it to the top of the box. Rona comes over and makes the clearance. But it will be another throw-in for the Red Bulls. Their attack has really picked up since that man, Valderbano, has come on. And it's Jordan Billion who comes over to take this throw-in. This will be a corner kick as Rivas pokes it over the end line. First corner kick of the game for the Red Bulls. They have their entire academy here in support. There's Julio, who takes his normal spot over the dead ball. Red Bulls corner kick in the 58th minute. That one hung up in the air. Columbus get the first ball clear and the second one away as well. Third ball will be retrieved by the Red Bulls. Billion over the top, but the offside flag is up. Good work by the assistant referee number 1 on this near side, Ken Mizuno out of North Texas. Keita. Zadowski. Talked about the fact that both of these two academies are fully funded. Well, in 2018 alone, U.S. Soccer has given out over $800,000 in scholarships to players across the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. Juliu has won another free kick for this New York Red Bull side. And he'll take it again. Drills it into the path of Felipe. Kills it instantly. Felipe, his shot is charged down by Morris. Morris still battling for the ball, and he comes away with it for the Crew. Sadowski gets it back. Now pop forward, looking for Gumbaye. Gumbaye wins it at the third attempt. Still going Gumbaye. Had it swept off his foot, but out of bounds for a Crew throw-in. So we are on the hour mark in Oceanside. 0-0 between Crew SC and the New York Red Bulls. Younger Crew Academy players trying to will their team on to the goal that they need in order to advance to Monday's quarterfinals. And hopefully beyond to championship weekend in Kansas City. The semifinals July 8th, championship match and third place game on July 10th in the Midwest. There they are, counting again. Frank doesn't seem at all bothered by it. Felipe can't get around Abubakar Keita, who shuts the door once again. And Felipe whistled for the foul. Keita quickly gets it to his keeper. Sadowski to bring it forward. Sadowski has been heading to Columbus from Cleveland for training every single day since his time with the Crew at the U-14 level. Over the top, Rona has a step on Philbin, pops it over. That was a great ball over the top from Sadowski. Rona breached the back line for the first time this afternoon. Was trying to lob the keeper, but just got too much under it. So he got the step on Philbin. He was going for the lob. The wind's not helping either, as that carried that ball over. Durbin keeping a watchful eye on Valderbano. It'll be a thrown for the Red Bulls. So both sides have had one real quality chance in the second half. Valderbano fizzed his shot just past the far post. And then just moments ago at the other end, it was David Rona who had gotten by Philbin and that New York Red Bulls back line. He's taking a knock. It's a Red Bulls player. And it was Murphy. Murphy looks to be okay. Sadowski being told to watch his arms as he goes up for headers. Sadowski will play his college ball at Georgetown. So David Billion. Jordan Billion not happy with his options. He'll play it short. The number 2, who's played 2 games for NYRB2. Valderbano. Durbin snuffs out the danger. Looks like Ben Cross is about to prepare a substitution for his Crew side. It's going to come at the next stoppage of play. It'll be a double substitution for Ben Cross. Durbin somehow kept that in. And the offside flag is up. So it's Cade Remy who's going to come in. Wayne will also check in for the Columbus Crew. On Siak Wayne, making his 25th appearance of the season, the number 9 for Columbus. Cade Remy making his 3rd appearance in these playoffs off the bench. Queta gets there before Valderbano. Be a free kick for the Red Bulls on the far side. '66th minute. Juliu flights it into the box, bounces all the way through for Kowalczyk. Wanted to start the attack quickly, had no options forward, so he'll roll it out wide. Keegan Hughes to bring it out of the back for Columbus. And get it back to his keeper. Over to Queta. High pressure coming in from Valderbano. Queta spins it around him, and it's off of Durbin last. Throw in for New York Red Bulls. Remy back doing the defending, but it'll be another throw in for the Red Bulls. Abubakar Keita with the header. This will be another throw in for Jordan Billion. Good shielding by Murphy. Another thrown for the Red Bulls. Now it's a corner kick for New York. Second of the game. Younger Academy players trying to get the thunderclap going. Push this Red Bull side forward on this corner kick. Juliu, it's another good service. Skying at the near post to head it away as a Crew defender. So it'll be the Red Bulls ball. Another thrown for them on this near side in the 69th minute. Valderbano. It's not just the fact that the Red Bulls only need a draw and the Crew need a win, but oh, what a shot that is! Oh, it was knuckling and swerving from side to side. Rovito's effort so close to opening the scoring. I was just about to say, the advantage of only needing a draw is that if you're the Red Bulls and you score 1, then the Crew need to score 2. It's almost like having the away goals in your favor in this case. So that shot just didn't dip in time. Played forward, looking for the run of Wang. And That's well defended. It's a good run from Morris. Works himself to the corner, has 3 players to pick out in the box, and it's over the head of Remy and cleared out. Valderabano brings it down. There's 2 players ahead of him. He picks out Murphy. It's asking a lot of Felipe. Kowalczyk will come in his box to take. And Kowalczyk's throw out of bounds. Gives it right back to the Red Bulls. Juliu. Valderabano, little touch back. Rovito tried to dink it over the top. It was too far for Murphy to get to. Easy pickings for Kowalczyk once again. 71st minute. Neither side able to break down their opponent's defense. Still 0-0 between the Columbus Crew SC and the New York Red Bulls. Jordan Billions throwing. Felipe unable to spin. Kept in by Cade Remy. And this time the throne will go the way of the Crew. Wangwin the header. Valderabano. Conway. And Keita saw the danger. The Red Bulls have done all the attacking down this flank in the second half since Valderabano has come on. Had the best opportunity for the New York Red Bulls. And it's the 3rd corner kick of the game for the New York side. Juliu in his normal position over the dead ball. Calvary's up from the back. Castellanos looking on. Wanted more players to leave the 6 so that they can attack the ball rather than have to come back for it. And once again, the corner kick doesn't beat the defender at the near post. Nice little juggling act by Juliu to keep it for the Red Bulls. Philbin looking to get forward, gets past the challenge of Zadowski, recovers well. Another ball played in. Still might be something on here for the Red Bulls. It went out of bounds and will be a goal kick. Much to the chagrin of Valderabano, saying it should have been a corner. Good work from Zadowski. It's been tenacious all game. '74th minute. It's Abubakar Keita to bring it out of the back for Crew. Remy won't catch up to this ball, so it'll be a throw-in for the Red Bulls. As things stand, it's their season that would continue. Billion just smacks it forward. Crew are preparing a double change. And now it will take place. So Bolger's number is up. And off comes the Butler-bound man. And coming on for him is Jensen Lukasku. Costco committed to Bowling Green. Another player who's traveled from Cleveland to Columbus every day since the age of 14 to train and play with the Crew. And the other player on is Griffin DeBolt. Costco's first touch is a good one as he gets it into Morris. Morris works his way into the box, able to get the cross off, and it'll be the first corner kick of the game, or the half rather, for Crew SC, their second of the game. So Lukasco, the number 20, making an instant mark on this match. First quarter kick of the half for Crew SC. Played in, and Frank elects to punch. Over the head of Zadowski. Felipe wants to run, and Remy did a great job to get back and disrupt him. Lukasco gets it back to his keeper. Well, and Valderbano forcing Kowalczyk to just pop it up in the air. DeBolt did the defending, but it's going to be a throw-in for the New York Red Bulls as we head into the 77th minute. Valderbano. Kowalczyk will roll it out to Keita. Future Virginia Cavalier brings it forward for the Crew. A strong challenge to win it back for the Red Bulls. Good turn, and it's slid inside for Valderbano. Kowalczyk quick off his line. DeBolt. That was a great pass, slid through and just ahead of Valderbano, but had the keeper not come off his line quickly, Valderbano would have been in clean on goal. It'll be a free kick for the Crew in the 78th minute. They're the side that needs a goal. Red Bulls came in today on 6 points. Columbus came in on 4. Asking a lot of Rona. Frank came out of his goal, had to head it away. Good awareness from him to know that he was out of his box. Morris. Remy pushes it down the line, and it's poked away before Rona could get to it. Will be a throw-in for David Rona and the Crew. Good defending from Zadowski. So the Crew have all but 2 outfield players in the opposition half as they push for the game's opening goal. Zadowski. DeBolt. This is Cade Remy, works his way into the box. Lays it across, Biros brings it down. Falls for Durbin, back to Biros. Biros unable to split the defenders. Oh, beautifully done this by Wang. Picks his head up, looking to put it across. Third corner kick of the game for the Crew. Good work by the South Korean on Seok Wang. This one lofted to the back post. Morris chases it down. Morris goes down, and the referee points to the spot. It'll be a penalty kick for the Crew, and a goal, if they can convert this, could very well put them through to the quarterfinals. It's Colin Biros who will be tasked with taking it. As it was Morris who went down under the challenge. And now Biros with a chance to put the Crew in front in the 80th minute. Biros already has 3 goals in these playoffs. Frank making himself as big as possible in the Red Bulls' goal. It's Biros, saved, and the rebound, smothered. Well, at the moment, it's Matt Frank who's the hero, as it remains 0-0. And it keeps the score at 0-0, the result that will put the Red Bulls through if they can hang on for these final 10 minutes or go on and find a goal themselves. Another change made for Sam Castellanos, New York Red Bull side. And it's Skylar Conway who's going to come off. So Conway's off. So we take another look at this save. If Frank did a great job to get across and make the save and then keep himself in that position to make sure that there was no rebound for Biros, who tried to go around him, and he put his feet out to cover the ball. One more look. Frustration for Biros. No foul given, and it'll be a Crew throw-in. Good high pressure from Murphy. On a collision in midfield. There'll be a yellow card for Cade Remy. There's Julia coming over, and Remy slams into him. Well, it's been a match of heavy challenges. As Remy becomes the 3rd player to go into the referee's book this afternoon. Costco. Forward for Wang. He's stripped of the ball. Good high pressure being applied by the Red Bulls, not allowing the Crew to get out of their defensive end when they need to score inside these final 6 minutes. Played into the corner, looking for the run of Juliu. He'll be whistled for the foul against Keita. Red Bulls came in, tied with the Philadelphia Union for the best defense in the DA. Just 19 goals given up in 28 games in the regular season. And if they can get their 14th clean sheet, then they will move on to Monday's quarterfinals. For now, trying to kill a bit more of the clock with a substitution. And coming on for the New York Red Bulls is Darling. Habtamu Darling joined this season from Empire United. Number 12 making his 14th appearance of the year for the Red Bulls. Biros. It's a Red Bulls defense that has been staunch all season. Can they be for 4+ more minutes? Forward for Darling to chase. And Keita shields him off the ball so that Kowalczyk can get. Griffin DeBolt brings it forward for the Crew. Intercepted. And one back by Zadowski. Zadowski plays it through and Wang is offside. Well, we already know that Real Salt Lake is through to the quarterfinals. Who will join them here at the U-18-19 level? At the moment, it's the Red Bulls who will go through. All that will change, of course, if the Crew score. Red Bulls can do with a draw. It's a defense that has given up just 19 goals in 28 games for the Red Bulls. They have to do some work here. Morris is looking to pick out a run at the back post, but instead it's over Frank's goal. Frank saved a penalty from Biros in the 85th minute. Keep the score at 0-0, and Juliu is down on the far side. A yellow card for Juliu. Referee feeling that he was wasting time. And that's the reason for it. It wasn't for delay of game, it was for that challenge on Cade Remy. Flag stays down. DeBolt wins the battle with Darling. Advantage played by the referee even though DeBolt went to ground. Threaded through, but Biros unable to catch up to it. DeBolt's all right, he'll walk this one off. And a yellow card given to Darling. Now another substitution made by the Red Bulls. Pablo Arias checking in for his 17th appearance of the season. Looking to close out this game as we're in the final minute of the 90. Wang battling for it. Oh. More extracurriculars going on. There's that last challenge. And it was a heavy one from John Murphy. Keita gets it back to his keeper. Over to Hughes on the far side. Checks out Zadowski, who has to retrieve it. The Red Bulls will be fine with the ball in the corner there, but it will be a throw-in for the Crew. So we've reached the 90th minute mark. How much time will be added on by the referee? 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes for the Red Bulls to hold on. 4 minutes for the Crew to try and find the goal they need to take them through to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy playoffs. Shiganubu will leave off this throw-in. He'll be taken by Jordan Billion. Outside back Billion, but for the 15-16s, he played at right back last year due to injuries to some of the other squad members. So a very versatile player, Billion. Has defending to do here. Can the Crew find the winner in injury time? Wang looking for space. Has nobody to find out wide. Doesn't want to spin back with it, Wang. Now clips it over the top. Oh, that's a really smart ball. Morris puts it across. The header just missing from Rona. One minute of the 4 have elapsed. As the ball popped in, and Rona just unable to get it inside that far post. Goal kick taken by Matt Frank. DeBolt puts it across. And now what are we going to have here? It's going to be a yellow card. The trainer being called out. There's Juliu who took that spill. Rona came flying in. So Rona, the latest in a long line of players who've gone into the referee's book this afternoon. It's good to see that Julio's all right. And because it was a yellow card on the challenge, Julio does not have to go off, even though the trainer came out to tend to him. Keita wins it over Darling. Played forward. DeBolt helps it on. Arias. Valderbano. Able to spin. Valderbano's shot. Kowalczyk spilled it and able to keep it from going out for a corner kick. Biros gets it back. Pumped forward. Bograd steps in. Arias helps it on. Lukasco sends it the other way. Remy trying to bring it down. He's closed out by 2 Red Bull players. And that ball asking too much of Darling as it rolls all the way through. We've played the minimum 4 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, the chance could be on. Rona's in. And his shot steered out of bounds by Bograd. Corner kick, and what is surely the last chance for the Columbus Crew to save their season. Zadowski makes his way into the box. Cross comes in. Rona! The Columbus Crew have stolen it at the death. Absolute pandemonium in Oceanside. Rona now in double figures for the season, and that is certainly the most important goal he scored in his first year with Crew SC's Development Academy. Corner kick clipped in at Rona, textbook downward header, beating Frank at his near post. Frank smacks it into the box. Kowalczyk's off his line, and he'll smother it. It's another look at this goal. Rona, with one of the last touches of the game, wins it for the Columbus Crew. And it's Crew who will go through to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championships. Tremendous scenes in Oceanside. As the entire academy celebrates together. Heartbreak for the New York Red Bulls, who fall to a 95th minute header from David Rona. What a dramatic finish to this match. David Rona puts the Columbus Crew through to the quarterfinals. Red Bulls looked like they had done enough. We're so close to their 15th shutout of the season. But in the end, Rona popped up at the near post with the last attack of the game to not home the corner kick. And it's the Ohio side who will go through to the last 8. Frustration for Frank. Thought he had done enough to put the Red Bulls through to the quarterfinals after he had saved an 80th minute penalty from Colin Biros. But in the end, beaten at his near post on a corner kick by David Rona. And that is how it finishes. For Andy Sevchek and everyone at U.S. Soccer, and for our executive producer at Turbo Sports, Chase Neidig, and our producers, Alex Biscay and Scott Cheney, I'm Mark Serber, saying so long from Oceanside, where it finishes Crew SC 1, New York Red Bulls 0.